Bridget Bartlett here. Today I'm going to show you how to use AI or ChatGPT specifically to respond to Google reviews. So if you have your own business, you should have a Google business profile. And of course, if you're just responding to your own reviews and you're not that busy and you hardly ever get reviews, which is a big problem, then you could manually respond to the reviews. But you definitely want to be conscious of, adding keywords in the responses and even your location. And as your business grows, it will become just another thing that maybe it takes a few minutes, but it's a few minutes of this and a few minutes of that. And before you know it, you have way more work than you can accomplish. So, a lot of times business owners will hire agencies to respond to their reviews for them. However, if you are that agency, and a lot of us are, then you know this is very time consuming and you need to respond quickly. Okay. So, by setting this up to use ChatGPT to respond to your reviews, this makes this basically a done for you setup, right? You, as the agency owner, you set it up one time, and then you can charge for this service over and over again without actually having to do anything. All right. So I do want to say hello to Frankie, who is watching on YouTube. Hello, Miss Frankie. Okay, so I do have where I'm going to show you how to just use ChatGPT, and then I'm going to show you how to use Pabbly Connect to connect the Google to the ChatGPT or OpenAI. So in the workflow, if you guys just search Google, then in our knowledge base, then you'll be able to find this training here. The workflow that I'm going to show you is here. And of course, you can create a free Pabbly account if you don't have one already by clicking here. Okay, so this is free to everyone. And if you're not a member yet, you can go to bridgetbartlett.com and register there to get access to our knowledge base. So you'll see here, this is what my Google business profile looks like. You can also see I have 40 reviews here, and there is one that is not responded to on purpose because I was doing this training here. So what I want to do is I want to actually go over to, sorry about that, I actually want to get out of here. What I want to do is I want to go to ChatGPT, and I want to, of course, you don't need the AIPRM extension, but AIPRM extension basically is a prompt helper. And so you can install it into your ChatGPT, and then it gives you all of these different prompts that you can use. So you have the ones that are sponsored by them, and there is a free version as well, but I do pay for the premium version because I like to add my own prompts and different things. So you have the AIPRM sponsored ones, and then you also have the public ones. And there's a lot of them, but I actually typed in Google reviews, so that's why it's helping me to search for that. Okay, so to manually respond, all right, now of course you could go here and then you could type in reply and then just type out the message. Okay, but a lot of times, like I said, you want to be specific about the information that you're putting in there. If you do have a business that is HIPAA, like it's in the medical field here in the United States, they really crack down on HIPAA laws and requirements. And even by responding to a Google review with a HIPAA business or something in the medical field, even saying thank you for being a customer today or glad we could help you when you were here today, something like that is actually a HIPAA violation. And the lowest fine for HIPAA was $10,000. Okay, so huge issue if you want to use something like Pabbly or whatever to generate your reviews. Okay, so especially if you have a HIPAA type business, or you just want to make sure that you're approving of the review before it gets posted, I definitely think that is the best way to do it. Okay, because you do want to, your customer will get notified when you respond to the review, so you definitely want to make sure that it is an appropriate review. But using this extension here, it's really great because it will put in the personalized information in here for you. So all we need to do is add the name of the customer. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to copy McCall's review here, and I'm going to paste his name and then the name of my company. So I'm just going to type that in here, Vision Marketing and a design. And it's asking you this because it wants you to put, it wants to put those keywords in. And I'm actually going to copy all of his review here. I'm going to go to ChatGPT and then I'm just going to paste this in. Okay. Oops. I didn't paste in his whole review. Copy. Let's go back and do that again. Okay. Let me paste this in because it just pasted his name. Or, yeah. So here we go. We'll go back here. And then we'll type this in again. Vision, marketing, and design. And now we will click enter. Okay, so now it is actually giving me different scenarios or different response types here. So we have the appreciative type, professional, or friendly. And then, of course, all we would need to do is copy this. And you will see that it does add, my name in here. It adds the business name in here. So that helps with keywords. And, you could say, thank you. I'm excited you visited Vision Marketing and Design in Indianapolis, Indiana, or something like that, to get more keywords in there. So you definitely can, be conscious of that. So all you would need to do is simply copy this and then go back and then you could paste this response into the chat box. Okay. But if you want to do this automatically and have ChatGPT respond there, what you can do is actually go to Pabbly Connect. And like I said, I have this workflow I'm showing you now. It's in the knowledge base here. Just search for Google reviews and you'll be able to find it. Okay. So what we want to do is we have our first step here and we want to choose Google My Business. Now, when you choose that, it's going to ask you to log in. Okay. So I would just choose new review and I'm already connected. So when you click that, then what you're going to do is, of course, you're going to choose the correct account. And if you have multiple locations, you want to choose the correct location from the drop-down menu. And then you're going to click Save and Send Test. So you can see when I've done that, all of the review and everything from that comment from McCall, it actually pulled that in. Okay. So then the next step that we want to add here, and you just click here to add the next step, is going to be OpenAI. Okay. So we're going to choose OpenAI and the action event is ChatGPT. Okay. Because what we want to do is send info from that response so that we can have ChatGPT write a response for us or send info from that review. So we need a prompt here, just like the AIPRM extension requires. We need a prompt here as well. So you can just type in something like, write a response for this Google Business Review. You could also say, something about your business and the location and things like that. So you definitely can play with this prompt to get the right result. And you'll see here in the brackets, it says map a review. So what we need to do is we need to click here and then grab the review that we received from the previous step. Okay, so it would be this here. All right, so now I have that review that's already put in here in my prompt for write a response for this Google Business Review. Now I'm going to send and save and send test request. So right now what it's doing is it is sending that information to ChatGPT and then it's going to give me this output. Okay, so here is the actual response that we received here. Thank you for this poetic and heartfelt review of Bridget and Vision Marketing Design. It's clear that you were searching for something special in your comparison to Shooting Star in the Night Sky is both beautiful and unforgettable. We're thrilled to hear that Bridget's steady and knowledgeable approach to digital marketing has proven to be exactly what you were looking for, and so on. So that is such a great response and much better than I could have come up with. Okay. So now that we have this, I'm just going to go ahead and save. Okay. So now we need the next step. Okay. Because what we've done so far is we've pulled in information from Google Business, and that is the review the review. To make sure I'm speaking correctly. And then what we've done is we've sent that review to OpenAI, which is ChatGPT. Okay, we have selected our model here. You can choose whichever one you want, but this one is the one that I chose here. The GPT-4 takes a while and it is limited right now. So, but we definitely want to have our prompt here to make sure that ChatGPT, just the same way as we write in the when you're in the actual conversation, and then we map out our review there, right? So now it has generated, this is the output from OpenAI, which is ChatGPT, and now we need to send it back to Google, and we need to make sure that we are choosing the same review so that we can post the reply. Okay, so we're choosing the app Google My Business, and then we're choosing from the drop down menu create reply. Okay, now here you'll see that it says map the field that contains accounts, locations, and reviews, and it actually says that down here. So what I want to do is I want to go to the map here, and I want to choose the one that says accounts, or actually I think it is, yeah, in the reviews. Make sure we choose the review, and we want to choose the one that says here accounts, locations, reviews. Okay, so once you've chosen that, the next step here is, because now we've told Google, hey, go back and find this exact review in this account, okay? And then what we need to do is map our response that we received from OpenAI. So I'm going to click here now. We're going to search down, and you'll see here is the response that we received. All right. So now we want to first we would save this once it's all complete, but when you want to test it, you're going to click save and send test request, and then it's going to send that info, and you can see here that it was sent. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to go back to this review. Let me refresh the screen, go to my reviews here, and newest. It may take just a few minutes, and then it will show up here. Okay, so we'll just give it a second here. Most relevant or newest. Okay, so I think there's a little bit of a delay here, and it could be because I'm using different accounts. So, but it will show up here on this review. Okay. So that is really how easy it is to do that. If you guys need that workflow, like I said, just search for Google reviews, and you will be able to use that for your own business. Okay, so that's really how easy the process is. Sounds a lot more complicated. Sorry that it's taking a minute for this to show up. You know, I'll obsessively keep checking it, but I tested this several times. I know that it will show up. I think I'm just using different accounts, and that's why it's not working. But thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye. Thank you so much for joining us for today's training. If you have any questions, you can join us for open office hours starting right now at bridgetbartlett.com. It's free and open to